Alrighty, so this is just We the People News. Okay. Again, I'm not an attorney. I'm not giving legal advice. Okay, it's just my opinion. My opinion only if I say anything or do anything. Okay, do not take it as legal advice. Do your own research, people. I'm just a man, not looking straight forward, but always looking around me to be able to protect myself and my family by any means necessary. Okay, which enhances research. I'm doing this as an educational purposes video for me and myself and I. All right. Um, there we go. Um, this one actually, people's heard challenge jurisdiction of courts, which, by the way, y'all, your attorneys will not do. They want you to have jurisdiction. Okay. I know this young lady, all right, was winning her case without an attorney, but the parents decided to help. And as soon as they got an attorney, they went in there, walked in there, and said, "Here she be," and then turned around and walked out. It was a little longer and a little more defined than that, but basically he did not help her whatsoever. But by them getting her attorney, gave her gave the courts automatically jurisdiction. Now again, I'm not an attorney. I'm not giving legal advice. It's just something for you guys to keep an eye on of any shape, form, or fashion. Okay, you do your own research. Okay, I'm just hearsay. All right, but this I know by facts because I was there. Okay, on my behalf. Okay, and since the court could never get jurisdiction over her, mainly subject matter jurisdiction, as soon as that attorney brought her in, it gave her the court's jurisdiction because she waived all her rights. She had zero rights because now the attorney went in there and is supposed to be speaking on her behalf. Wink, wink, wink. Okay? But just a minute or two, is no longer he'd been there, turned around, walked out, and the next day gave the parents money back. Just that quick and simple. Why? Because he accepted the money, put her in jurisdiction, and then got out and gave the money back because he knew beyond a shadow of a doubt what he had done. Okay? So needless to say, by doing that, she automatically lost the case. So you guys take that on your own deal, okay? This right here is challenging jurisdiction in court, but also, it blanked out of my little brain. Everybody else got 3-pound brains. I got a 2-pound brain. Well, you'll see. They say it.
They've had it open since 2008, and I challenged jurisdiction in there, and the judge, I think he put me away for contempt of court, and had me arrested, and well, anyway, this stuff is hard for me to deal with. It's just, it causes so much anxiety inside my brain, and I just can't bring myself to come to deal with it. The money's too much. I mean, the judge put like a $10,000 price tag on the contempt part of it, and even before that, the DA had offered me $100 and 6 months probation.
Now, sit and think about that. $10,000 compared to $100 in probation. Is that out of bounds or what, people? It was just the arrogance of that judge.
Well, then you can move that the judge's contempt is cruel and unusual and vindictive. Why did he charge you with contempt? You didn't throw the defense table at him or something, did you?
What I said is that, I said, may I? There's something I said about entering the court. May I enter as a special appearance? And I don't really know.
Okay, that's the word I was looking for. Special appearance. All right, you're there just under the special appearance challenge jurisdiction of the courts, which the attorneys will not do. But we the people can do that, y'all, and they can do it as well. They just don't do it. They don't go against their own brothers. Okay, just like officers don't go against officers. Attorneys and judges don't go against one another. Okay? So, but we are not bound to the chain to that judge or the bar.
What that means. Someone just suggested I do it.
Let me ask you this. Prior to saying that in that court that day, had you done anything else in the case?
Yeah, I showed up. I was there all the time. The trial date came.
You showed up and you were there. Did you ever get called and address the court?
Yes.
Okay, that's the problem. When you go to court, special appearance always has to be the very first thing out of your mouth. Otherwise, you are there addressing merits, and merits nullifies special appearance. A general appearance, which is what a merits debate is, okay? A general appearance nullifies, stay out of that, nullifies a special appearance immediately. So you cannot do both. If you fail to make the special appearance each and every time you enter the courtroom, then it's considered a general appearance by default. And the moment it's a general appearance, all prior requests for special appearance are nullified. So you never open your mouth, you never address the court until you have made special appearance. Okay? And that's where most people mess it up. They go through and they do all these things, and then the day of trial, I'm here by special appearance. Oh, no, you're not. No, you're not. You may think you are, but you're not. You sunk that ship long time ago. You ran it aground, and it's filled with crabs and seaweed now. It don't float.
Filled with crabs. What I told him is, I said, before I can proceed any further, this court must prove that I volunteered political jurisdiction. And he asked me my address, and I repeated myself, and he said, lock him up. And
well, then that's grounds to how that judge disqualified. That's not proper judicial conduct. See, that's another thing you need to be familiar with, the judicial canons. When a judge acts in a way that violates the judicial canons, especially when it is a refusal or failure to be fair and impartial, or to act prejudicially without cause, that right there is a disqualifying requirement or a disqualifying act, okay? And once they do that, you can immediately move for their disqualification. In most states, the judge can rule on his own recusal, but he cannot rule on his own disqualification. Some other judge has to rule about whether or not his actions disqualified him from acting any further. So you file a motion to disqualify the sitting judge and get him removed. But make sure you have a good legal basis for it by citing the judicial canons and the specific act the judge perpetrated you believe to be in violation of said canon or canons. When you file your motion to disqualify with the higher court or the administrative court that oversees that judge in that court, then they will rule on whether or not your argument holds water. If they rule for you, the judge is removed from your case, as is any orders he entered.
he removed himself from the case and
Moved to quash his prior order. Moved to quash his order because his order was vindictive and without legal justification.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to end it right there for right now. This will be the People News. Till next time. Bye, y'all.